Hey everybody, it's Edward. Welcome back to Army Gals. Right then, last I left off, well, here, yeah. Hubbing at a maggot. What? I practically launched myself off the couch in confusion, still half asleep and holding the blanket to myself. What? If you think you get the luxury of sleeping in past the crack of dawn, think again. I blinked towards the bright sunlight spilling through the window. But it's already past. Are you sassing me, fresh meat? I shrink away from her, yelling. No, ma'am. She suddenly smiles cheerily. Good. Seriously, though, we should get going soon. It's a long drive. I mean, that was all a joke. What? Did you really think that was how the retreat was gonna be? Or that I get up at the crack of dawn on my own free will? Please. We're gonna get changed. I'm gonna set the bike. Still confused, I hastily tugged on my clothes. Another day of biking passes and alternating flashes of fields and buildings. I was thought the retreat would be far off in the wilderness, but I didn't think they were this serious about it. Eventually, we're off the main roads, but that doesn't deter Cheryl, who speeds through the quiet lanes. I'm having flashbacks to nights spent having to go through like back roads in Arkansas that look just like this. Some little narrow ass two-lane road cutting through forest and mountain. It's like, and you never know if there are other vehicles coming around the other, on like the steep curves and shit until the last second. So it's always really tense. My teeth chatter in my skull as the bike bounces along. How is she this confident going so fast through country lanes? I think I'm gonna be decapitated by a tree branch. Just hold on and hope. But judging from how fast she's going on these narrow, half-overgrown paths, she's familiar with them. Or lucky. My back is hurting, and I think I've cracked my molars at the time she finally slows to a stop. There's nothing here. The road's too rocky from here on out. Okay, 1 second. Okay, there we go. I don't know what it'll sound like in the recording, but I had to turn the music down. It was just way too fucking loud. We'll have to walk the rest of the way. No objection here. Riding for the last 2 days has seriously taken its toll on me. Spooky tooty trees. My joints creak for the first 5 minutes we walk, still adapting to being able to move. It's not until we're almost an hour into walking that I sigh. My sense of direction has been completely shot between the path that vanished half an hour ago and the haphazard way here. Why is this place so far from anything? This is the first piece of property we were authorized to use. Besides, there's no way you guys are going to be able to sneak off into some town and cause trouble out here. How did it even cause trouble? Oh, boo-hoo. Do you want us to change the camp location just because you're supposedly a model citizen? I just sigh and give up on defending myself, continuing to walk in silence for a while. One of my pant legs is completely filled with briars, and the mud caked into the bottoms of my shoes makes it difficult to walk. Somehow, Cheryl pulls her bike alongside it with no difficulties. Hey, fresh meat, did you happen to bring a cell phone? We were told not to. She rolls her eyes. Yeah, but did you? I don't get service out here. No. Damn it. Why do we need one? If we're lost. We don't need one, but if I'd tricked you into showing me yours, I would have gotten to toss it into the lake. What? She smiles. Well, you were told not to. Mildly horrified and grateful that I didn't bring my phone, I stop briefly when I hear their voices. Emerging out of the tree line, I see Shelton's car. Here we are in about damn time. Are those... And there we go. Girls? Girls? Doll? Wait, is this it? Rolls of cloth and sticks are set up on the ground encircling a small fire. There are no buildings anywhere in sight. Seriously? A bunch of tents in a fire pit. I thought there would at least be cabins and campgrounds and, well, more people than this. And buildings! And buildings! This really is gonna be rough. The three girls all stare at me wordlessly, and I very much want to be swallowed up by a hole in the ground. What am I supposed to say? The blue-haired girl looks particularly thrilled, while the other two have expressions that range from uncertain to unwelcoming. Guess which is which. Kyle. The man backs out of the only assembled tent, bringing a few skewers with him. Looks like everyone's here now. This is it. School's in session. Consider this our off season. The rest come out here and we have a bigger staff. But you special cases get to come out mid-year and get sort of back into school faster. I glanced toward the other girls, wondering what they did to end up here. Also, what did you do to end up here? Now that we're all together, let's get introductions out of the way. Girls, this is Kyle. He's a loser. Don't associate with him. I waved feebly to no response, as expected. Kyle, here we have Andrea. Hi, I guess. She fidgets uncomfortably under my gaze, looking like she'd rather be anywhere else. I can't blame her. And this is Rain. I guess that's how it's pronounced. Also, you have red eyes, too. Are you a demon? I'm glad to see you. I was worried there weren't going to be any guys on this trip. Really now. Realizing her mistake, she turns an awkward gaze to Shelton, who is very much a guy, and looks rather upset for some reason. I mean, anyway. Lastly, this is Edda. Ellipses. I might have imagined it, but I think she nodded her head to me in the slightest possible motion. My existence might have been acknowledged, but I can't be too sure. Aside from that, she doesn't make any effort to acknowledge my existence. Oh, what do you know? Now each of you here for a reason. Yeah, freaking sabotage. What? Didn't even do anything and now been shipped off to live in the woods. This group is your greatest strength. We can't keep secrets from each other and we can't be catty or petty. Everything here is out in the open. You have issues and we're going to work through them together. I feel strongly compelled to zone out to the speech, but something tells me Shelton isn't all that fond of me as it is. I didn't think it was a good idea to go into too much depth until we were all together. Saves me from repeating myself. And I hate repeating myself. Point noted. Now that we're here, let's start off with talking about the real problems. About why you're here. Andrea, we'll start with you. She seemed to shrink down a little, glancing away from Shelton with a scowl. I know you're not going to like this. That's the whole reason why Andrea got shipped to us. Her parents are worried. Antisocial personality, reclusiveness, trouble in school and interacting with others. Those are the concerns they voiced to me. You're not much of a people person, are you? You're really helping. She bunches herself down against the criticisms, and I feel for her a little. Wait, so... One second, let me go... Trouble in school. Okay. Unless this trouble in school is anything like, physical altercations or something, the rest, that's something you should probably be sending her to, like, I don't know, a counselor about? Not shipping her out into the middle of nowhere and forcing her to deal with the problems of other people. That's not... It just sounds more like you want to dump her off on someone else, but not in a way where she can get one-on-one professional assistance. Here, you're antisocial. It's force you to be around other people, which may only make it worse. Exposure therapy can help, but it doesn't work. But not if you administer said exposure in a way that's jarring and only works to exacerbate the initial symptoms. It just... I know much will be coming up and we'll have to go through the song and dance, but having that specific list of issues, well, it's not something you really want read out in front of a crowd. My sympathetic glance goes unnoticed. She has her arms crossed, scowling off into the distance. Rain? She gives a cheeky wave. Rain has been in trouble with both the school and her parents, who describe her to me as uncontrollable. She's been caught drinking and failed a drug test. If they were testing me for drugs and I had drugs in my system, doesn't that technically mean I passed? Maybe I misunderstood the purpose of the test. I'm gonna sue. Keep up the attitude, Rain. Eventually we'll get to the bottom of why you actually feel compelled to do these things. Apparently because it's fun just isn't a good enough reason anymore. She never loses her grin, and when she glances at me, it seems to grow. Oh god, she's zoned in on her prey. I'm not sure what she wants with me, but the look is only broken when Shelton strides across the opposite side. And we have our sweet, sweet Etta. His hands go to her shoulders, causing her to physically tense, but she keeps her gaze locked forward. Etta's particular cocktail of problems isn't fully known to us, so we'll have to be extra diligent with her. She was in here on court order. The police were withholding the information. Oh god. Well, let's just say some sort of gang activities involved. Etta remains stoic and cold. Wow. It's almost admirable the way she brushes off the words at a glance. Admirable, but terrifying. What exactly does gang activity constitute? I think we should have worded that as, what are the specifics? What are we not being told? Predictably, Shelton's heavy footfalls walk a semicircle and find their way to me. My turn. And the boy of the retreat, Kyle, is our first-time offender. I feel my cheeks heat up without my consent. Who was convicted of arson and sexual harassment in the same incident? Convicted? I didn't do it! If I had done it and they could prove it, I sure as hell wouldn't be sitting here. The blue-haired girl laughs delightedly. Oh, that sounds like a real party. What on earth did you do? Nothing! Kyle here decided to attempt to burn his school down. Not only that, but he was found hiding in the girls' changing room. Likely a ploy to get them to run out without undressing. It's like listening to my principal all over again. I didn't set the stupid fire. I got dared to go into the changing room by some... The word friends catches on my throat and I can't say it. I want to, but it wouldn't be the truth. They weren't my friends. That's why what I had wanted to get from it, taking this stupid dare to go to the girls' changing room at the gym class. Look, it doesn't matter. They framed me for the fire. Shelton looks less than impressed. You're out here in the woods for what you did. There's no point in defending yourself now. Yeah, because wrongful convictions are, non-existent. They never happen. You're lucky you got off so easily since they couldn't prove anything. Oh, so it's all circumstantial? That makes it even better. We might want to add being a compulsive liar to the list of Kyle's faults. I really don't like you. Funny that. I glared at the ground, bitter even though I know I'm getting the same treatment as everyone else. In fact, I probably should have even blurted out that I didn't do it. But Shelton loses interest in me and goes back to stand at the front. And of course, there's me. Some of the girls' expressions look a bit more optimistic at that. I have a feeling that Cheryl's going to get along way too well with him. Actually, we need to talk about that. What? Come here. The pair wander beyond where you can hear, the rest of us exchanging confused glances. They talk quietly until Cheryl starts yelling. I will not! You can't just... Whatever Shelton says cuts her off. I strain to hear what he's saying. We all do. But every little shake of a leaf or buzzing insect seems to muffle whatever syllables come out. Fine! The word suddenly cuts through the air. Cheryl comes stomping back so furiously that she marches right past all of us without a word. She slings her stuff onto her shoulders and gets on her bike. I remember her saying the way here was too rocky and impassable to drive through, but she speeds off without a backwards glance. I notice Andrea and Rain sharing a look before we all turn our gaze to Sheldon. Color me suspicious. I don't know why. Wonder. Sorry, kids. Looks like you just can't get good help these days. What? Now anyways, where's she going? It's the first thing Etta said since I've been here. Maybe since anything I've been here, just see what the other girl's looks. Don't worry about that. I've got to go to town soon to get more supplies. Follow me, this way. Still confused, I glance back to where I last saw Cheryl disappear. Shelton leads us in the opposite direction. The edge of the clearing is dotted with trees, but the forest seems thinner where we're going. Ed and I hang toward the back. I don't take care of the type for small talk, so I keep to myself. Probably the best decision. Before any of you think about running off in this direction in the middle of the night, this ravine here runs in both directions. Don't go out to the edge and look over either. The ground there isn't stable, and it'll take you down with it if you decide to get brave. Now that you've all endured the trip here, you know just how far it is. Consider also that it was mostly downhill, which means it'll be all uphill if you try heading back the way we came, and it'll take several days on foot. Judging from the sight of you, I don't know how many of you would make it. How many of us, like he could? This retreat, the entire purpose of this program, is to get you out of the environments that got you here. You're going to take long, hard looks at yourselves. No excuses or passing blame. Out here, it's all on you. Now, head back and put up your tents. Last night's stargazing was nice, but it's going to get colder. I'm going to have to go into town. Stay here, mind your own business, and stay out of trouble. Anything happens while I'm gone, will answer to me and the police. Skulking off because I don't need introspection or intervention, I drag my feet back toward camp. Now that we've officially been convinced there's no getting out of this, we begin setting up our tents. I have no idea how to do this, as I expected. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to end this episode here, and I will see you next time.